welcome back to the Boundless Podcast, everybody. Today we have an awesome cosplayer here with us who goes by the name of @TrinityRoseCosplay. How are you doing?
Hey, doing good, doing good.
Nice. And so do you want to spell your name for everybody?
Yep, Trinity, that's Trinity. Why does that sound so weird when you spell it out loud? Did I spell that right?
You might want to double check, make sure.
Right. Trinity, like how it sounds.
Yep.
The confusing part is Rose. Rose is spelled with a Z, not an S. Roze.
Nice. And so where can we find you? Just Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, where?
Yeah. I'm on Instagram. It's Trinity Rose. Twitter, Trinity Rose. Facebook, I do have it set up as Trinity Rose Cosplay.
Mm-hmm. Got it. So thanks so much for joining us today.
No problem. I'm just sitting around enjoying my day off. So this is actually perfect timing.
Okay, that works out. So you didn't really have to take time to speak with us today. It kind of just fit into your schedule.
Yep, conveniently.
Nice. And so do you want to tell everybody what you do for work?
I'm assistant manager at a pet supermarket store over here in Georgia.
So
It's
is
fun
that how
stuff, never a dull moment.
is that how you afford all those awesome cosplays?
Somehow I manage.
So yeah, basically, I love to talk with people about that, spending money on cosplay and how they fund it and everything. And so for everyone who doesn't know, we just recently had a shoot right after AWA with @Trinity Rose. She cosplayed as Mercy from Overwatch. The pictures are not up yet, but she's released one on her Instagram, so go check that out. And I'll be releasing some on my website. Do you want to talk to us about that cosplay a bit?
So this one, it was a little different.
Okay.
And by different, I mean, I was kind of going with a more, what's the word? I guess you could say more scandalous kind of look. I wanted it to be fun and sexy at the same time. And that was kind of my first time stepping out into that and dabbling with it a little bit. Usually most of my cosplays are pretty safe, I would say. Some have been revealing in the past, but for the most part, there was nothing lewd or sexy or super revealing about them. I dabble usually with like strong female leads, Sailor Moon characters. I've done a Mercy in the past, but it was, more so like her full suit, her original skin. I've never really shown like a lot of butt and thigh and cleavage. So it was really fun. I've also done it a little bit with I did the Ginger Ben Sora from Kingdom Hearts, and instead of doing like his vest underneath his zipper jacket, I just had this custom made Kingdom Hearts bra on, and my stomach was out and the girls were out, and it's just fun. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. It's been fun. But going back to the Mercy cosplay, it was a little different. I had the cool little thigh high things going on and the lace, and it was sexy and fun, and I just really, really enjoyed it.
Okay. And so what made you want to transition, I guess, a bit into this type of cosplay?
It was more so I've always kind of wanted to play into the lewdness a little bit here and there. And I've also been trying to incorporate, because I'll be honest, I'm more so a buyer in the cosplay community. I can't sew for shit. I don't really make all of my outfits. If anything, there's just a lot of pulling from here and pulling from there and taping and gluing more so on my part.
Yeah.
And adding things, and I put the idea together, but I do traditionally buy my outfits from online outlets.
Okay.
So with this one, I did play around, and instead of doing the thigh-high socks that came with the original outfit, I wanted to spice it up a little bit, and I got the lacy thigh-high garter connector things that when you look at the photos, you'll be able to see those. But I went with something like that this time, and I did, I got the wings that I wore commissioned, and the broom in the game itself, she does have like her wand that she uses to heal.
Hmm.
And at the end, there is like, the bristles from an actual broom. So instead of going and reaching out and digging and finding the actual replica of her broom wand, I simply just got a traditional cool black and orange Halloween broom, which
Hmm.
was perfect because it fell over Halloween weekend anyway. So,
Very nice.
but
Okay.
yeah,
And so let me ask you, where do you usually shop for most of your cosplay gifts, like or gear online?
Amazon, Amazon, Amazon.
Amazon.
And that's
Yes.
actually as of recently. Recently, I've really started reaching out into Amazon.
Hmm.
Let's see, like the Mercy cosplay that I just wore, I did get that from Amazon.
Hmm.
The Sora cosplay for my gender bin, I did get that from Amazon. And I think that's about it. Other than that, I do purchase wigs here and there from Amazon as well.
Hmm.
But I mostly utilize, I've dabbled with Etsy.
Hmm.
I've dabbled with, I believe it's called Milano. It's like a little
I've never heard of
shopping.
them before.
Yeah, it's like a little shopping app that you can get on. I always spell it wrong. There's like two O's. But anyways,
Hmm.
um, I've gotten my sailor suits off of Milano before. I've
Hmm.
gotten a couple wigs from there, but mostly Etsy, Amazon, and sometimes I Google and I find a couple of the really, really popular mainstream cosplay websites that you can find online, such as, dang, what is that
Like
one called?
Miko costumes and
Yeah,
Easy
the
Cosplay.
costumes, I
Miko,
think it,
yeah.
yeah, I've shopped with them a couple of times. They're not too bad.
Okay.
But the best advice I can give for online shopping, whether that be for whole outfits, wigs, props, always, always, always read the reviews. Read the reviews.
Hmm.
Read the reviews, see if people are posting photos of these ordered items, and read the reviews because if they have good reviews, don't do it. Don't do it.
And so, what is usually your budget for cosplaying? Because you have a lot of awesome cosplay works on your Instagram, and so someone who's might be just trying to get into this, trying to figure out they want to dress like you. How much are they going to have to drop?
Oh man. Um, it's funny. No one's really ever really asked me that before.
Ah,
And
that makes it a first. I'm glad.
yeah, I mean, essentially, at the end of the day, when people think of cosplay, they're like, dang, that's got to be expensive. And
Yeah.
essentially, it is. I try not to dabble too much with the expenses of it because it's something that I truly love and really want to do.
Hmm.
So I try not to boil it down to, holy crap, this is going to be really expensive. Maybe I shouldn't do this. um,
Okay, so you just go for the love of the craft, basically.
I really, really try to, yes. Of course, whenever I'm doing my window shopping and I'm, pulling from here and pulling from there and considering, okay, I need shoes for this cosplay. I don't have these types of shoes laying around at my home. I'm going to have to find these shoes. Or this character has a really cool gun and I definitely don't think I can make it. I'm going to have to find this gun somewhere. There definitely does come the moment where you're like, crap, this might be a little pricey. My most expensive cosplay of all time is 100% my original Mercy cosplay. The
Okay.
suit itself was not too expensive. I got that one from Heroes. Heroes. Dang it! What's the name of that? I'll have to pull it up again. If anyway, I'll try to link it somewhere for some. Oh, Heroes Time. HeroesTime.com.
Time.
You can get spider suits, all of the Spider-Man suits. You can get all types of superhero cat suits there on Heroes Time. And it's really neat because you can get custom-made ones. You can get it where the rubber soles are put on the bottom of the suit so you don't have to wear shoes. They're literally built in on the bottom of the suit, and you can tell them what size shoe you wear. It's freaking awesome. Like
I've
you
never
can
even
go
heard of
so
them.
much detail into it, as in putting a crotch zipper for the guys on the suits. It's awesome.
Very
But
nice. Yeah.
I my most expensive cosplay was my Mercy cosplay, my original Mercy cosplay. I got the suit from there, and I did get some custom work on it. I got the shoes put in on it. I think I got a certain type of zipper installed on it. Don't use the U zipper. when you get on there, don't do the U
What
zipper.
is
That
the
thing's
U
hard.
zipper?
It's like a special type of zipper that you can request to be put on the suit. And essentially, it's supposed to make it easier for you to put it on by yourself so that you don't need help with someone to zip you up in the back.
Oh, okay.
But it was more a pain in the ass than it was helpful to me. So that's my little tip there. The U zipper, don't do it. But
Don't do it.
I got my suit from Heroes Time, and the big money spender were my wings. The big prop that was on my back. Anybody who's played Overwatch literally knows her for that. Other
Of
than her
course.
character herself,
Hmm.
she's known for her big, pretty golden blade wings.
Hmm.
Boy, oh boy, were those suckers expensive.
Mind if I ask how much?
uh, uh, I got those commissioned on Etsy.
Oh, wow.
Those suckers came from Ukraine, if I remember correctly. Really, really talented artists.
Uh-huh.
They've got all types of stuff on there. They do the guns, they do wings, all types of cosplay props. But they had about 13 different ways that you could get these wings made. You could get them with the blades, you could get them without the blades, you could get them painted and finished, you could get them without the paint, and all of them were broken down into different prices. But what the moneymaker was, you could get them where they lit up. That was the moneymaker. You could get them where you could turn the little switch on and the wings would light up. And of course, because I had to be extra, I had to be extra. I had to get the one where they were painted with the blades and lit up. Oh man, but they're very durable. I've worn that cosplay like 3 times, and I definitely plan to wear it again. I would rather not share the amount that I spent on
No
them.
problem.
My mom might hear this.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
Let's just say 100 and something.
Ooh, okay. That's still
100
not
and
too bad,
something.
though. That's not too bad.
There were no commas, okay? No commas.
Okay, okay. And so, why did you cosplay as Mercy? Did you feel like you resonate with this character any, or like what's the reason?
Funny you mention it. Nowadays, I actually don't really play Overwatch too much anymore.
Why
The
not?
game's just changed a lot, and it's just not the same. There's been so many nerfs and buffs and nerfs and buffs. Let's just say I'm looking forward to the new one. But back in the day, when I was so hyped on doing the cosplay, all I could think about was just becoming the character. I was a Mercy main at the time. I used her and I had hours and hours and hours of playtime with her. And this was back when I was playing like all the time, every night. And she was just a really badass character to me. She was one of my favorites. And I was just like, it has to happen. Has to happen. I have to do it.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay, very cool. So, do you feel like you resonate with any other characters from the series?
Oh yes, definitely. Mercy is actually not my number one favorite. Diva is actually my favorite character, and I've done her cosplay as well. Um, in the future, I would like to do a couple more Diva cosplays. I've done 2 of them. I've done her original skin, and I've done her Diva skin, which is the little yellow suit. She's just fun, funky. She's a gamer too, so there's some little relation there
Okay.
with the fun stuff. Gamer girl.
Mhm.
But yeah, I relate definitely to Diva, Mercy. I've definitely contemplated doing a Sombra cosplay. She's
I
just
love
kick ass.
Sombra. Yeah.
She's just really, really neat and fun and funky, and she's a beautiful character. The colors and contrast in her original skin are just awesome.
Mhm. And so I was actually on your Instagram now, and I was looking at your Ruby Red cosplay. I think that was the cosplay I met you in. Like we met maybe two
Yeah,
years ago, and I think that was the one I took my very first pictures of you in.
yes, I love Ruby, but I'm terrible. I'm like that bad anime stereotype where it's like, ooh, I'm gonna cosplay this character. And I've literally either not finished the series or not kept up with it. But I still love the character so much that I just like breathe them and think they're so awesome. Ruby's one of those characters. I'm
Okay.
so behind on the series. So behind.
Don't feel bad. I haven't even started it, so.
Yeah, I'm super behind and I feel so bad because when I'm in the cosplay, people are like, oh my gosh, did you see when blah, blah, blah? And I'm like, yeah.
Okay. And so, what is your next big cosplay?
Next big cosplay. I have recently been contemplating more Sailor Senshi. Absolutely love the Sailor Moon series.
Hmm.
For anybody that does not know, Sailor Moon is my absolute favorite anime. She's who started it all.
The
If there was
original.
no yes, if there was no Sailor Moon, there would probably not be a me. I've got all types of things. Sailor Moon in my house, in my room. She's my queen. Anyways, um, I've been wanting to do Sailor V or Sailor Venus, and
Okay.
I wanted to do Sailor Chibi Moon, but I was gonna put a little twist on the Chibi Moon cosplay. So stay tuned. We'll see. We'll see. I may
Okay.
have something coming up next month, but
Have
nothing's finalized.
Have you actually seen? I took some pictures of some Sailor Moon cosplayers. They go by Sailor Gang 5. I'm
Ooh.
not sure if you ever saw the picture, but they travel around and they cosplay as Sailor Moon characters, and they look amazing. So yeah, whenever you
Mm.
get the chance, check them out on Instagram. Sailor
Yeah, I'll
Gang
have to pull it
5.
up.
Hmm. So, and actually, do you ever cosplay with your significant other?
My boyfriend is a little new to the cosplay community. He's a little antisocial, but he's like a closet nerd. He's very low key a nerd. Like his
Okay,
favorite anime is Yu Yu Hakusho, which is kind of ironic because Sailor Moon and Yu Yu Hakusho kind of tie into each other. I think their creators are married,
I did not
but
know that.
yeah, so that's his favorite anime like of all time. But he's more so into he really likes Yu Yu. He really likes Nintendo and all of the Pokemon games. And I'm like on the flip side. I'm a little bit raunchy. I'm Xbox. But I'm trying. I'm so trying. I'm so trying. I'm
Mhm.
so trying to convince him to cosplay with me, but we haven't quite gotten there yet.
All in due time. So we were talking a bit earlier about basically what you can do to get more Instagram followers, like how to get your name out there, because you have, almost a good 2,000 followers, which is not a lot, but it's not a little either. So,
Right.
for some of us who are only in the 5 to 800 club, what can we do to try to get our name out there more and, get up more followers?
Gosh, it's tough because I was, for example, I was talking about a fellow cosplayer. I've been following her for a couple of years and she's fantastic. She's really, really, really come up in the last year or so. And when I first started following her, I was still probably in like what, the 1,500 follower range.
Mhm.
Nothing too fancy. Not far from where I'm at now, essentially. But she had far less followers than me. And, I always in the back of my head, I'm always just like, it's not a competition. We're here in the community and we're here to, have fun and
Mhm.
celebrate each other and follow each other and share each other. It's not a competition. But oh man, this girl blew up overnight. Like she literally went from so little followers and suddenly a couple months ago I was going to feature her on Follow Friday, which I still did because she is back. I went on her Instagram to, snag a little photo and feature her in my story for a Follow Friday post that I was doing. And I blinked and I was just like, oh my gosh, she has like, I don't know the exact number, but she has like 24K followers now. I was like, what did she do? Like, what?
Yeah.
She just literally blew up overnight, and her content is phenomenal. She definitely shares more. She's more into her craft. She does builds, like armor builds too, here and there, which those are really, really big and popular. So we're definitely, in a sense, in two different worlds as far
Mhm.
as our craft and cosplay. She's
Mhm.
definitely more more I mean, I will say it. She's, in my opinion, I feel like she's more talented, and she definitely posts more. She shares more. She's more active in her social. Me, I'm just trying to make it. I'm cosplaying around working 45 plus hours a week. And then, sometimes, I have friends, they're just like putting on makeup and dressing up and taking a few snaps here and there just randomly, just to post here and there. Me, I'm like, oop, let me get these shoots done so I can have some content to share throughout the year.
Yeah,
But
it definitely like
yeah.
all links up. Basically, making your craft and taking pictures of it or your cosplay,
Hmm.
and then getting shoots done to have great pictures to get, it's all one big circle. And I feel like
Right.
some people only focus on one aspect of the circle.
Hmm.
So if you're only posting pictures of you creating the cosplay, and then you don't have the best pictures of you wearing the cosplay, well,
Right.
yeah, that appeals to two different sets of people. There are the people who are like, oh wow, I like the intricacies of how you created this, and then there's the
Hmm.
people who are like, I just want to see you wear this awesome thing. So
Right.
you got to
And I
appeal to
tried to
both.
dabble a little bit with that these past few months. I had a friend that I'm very close to. He's one of my Xbox friends. And he was just like, well, I know you've been struggling about getting your followers up, but I'll be honest with you, you don't do enough. And it was criticism. I was like, ooh, I know. And he was like, when makeup artists are posting, they're posting streams, they're posting live videos, they're posting, they're going live and showing what they're doing. You just post your pictures and that's it. And so with that being said, I was like, I gotta start posting more. I gotta do more. And so whenever I was getting my Mercy cosplay together, I started sharing my process. I took a picture of the broom and I showed that I had got these really cool, neat LED lights that I wanted to somehow incorporate with the broom. So I was kind of showing my process of how I was getting it together, and I got pretty good feedback from it. So I'm going to definitely try to do a little bit more of that rather than just, boom, here's this really awesome picture.
Yeah, like no backstory.
Right.
Okay. And so actually, I wanted to ask you a bit about that. Are you much into the cosplay makeup world?
Oh, man. It's funny because everybody assumes, oh, women, you guys are into your fashion and your shoes and your hair and your makeup. It is the complete opposite for me. I'm definitely very much into my hair, but that's like a whole nother subject, a whole nother tangent. My hair is natural. I've got this
Mm,
fro. I've got 4C
mhm,
natural hair, curly, coily, and I'm always doing something with it. But
mhm,
I don't really incorporate any of that into my cosplay necessarily.
mhm.
So I'm definitely into my hair, but I'm not into makeup whatsoever. And it's really more so the cluelessness of it. I don't know anything about it. Like, I've never necessarily really felt like I needed a lot of makeup.
Mhm.
I don't put, the only thing I put on my face is eyeliner, mascara, and eyeshadow and lip gloss. I get my eyebrows done. That's about it. I'm
Okay.
not extravagant in makeup at all, but I wish I was. I really wish I was.
Mhm. Yeah, because I'm actually trying to find a makeup artist so I can speak about that. Because I'm just like you. I know nothing about makeup. I mean, I know even less than you. I don't know concealer versus foundation. I have no idea what any
Neither
of
do I.
this.
Neither do I.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. All I ever know is girls put on eyeshadow, and then on TV shows they pick that powder stuff and put on their cheeks. That's my extent of like makeup
I
knowledge.
hardly do the eyeshadow thing. I did eyeshadow for my Mercy Witch cosplay. I got this awesome palette, and it's got all types of really neat, pretty colors, and I was like, okay. I had it in my mind what I wanted. I was like, ooh, I could put a little bronze here on the inner part of my eye and have it fade into a gray black. And I started playing with the makeup, and I was just like, bruh, I'm gonna just put black eyeshadow on, and I just put the black eyeshadow on, and I kept it pushing. I was like, I don't know what to do.
Mhm. And so, well, actually, wait, I'll keep unfortunately looking for my makeup artist. But you were saying you used Etsy, I know, to get your wings done. But do you ever follow any tutorials or anything for the cosplays that you make? And like, who makes the tutorials, or where do you find them if you do?
So my window shopping process is really more so literally starting with the character itself.
Okay.
Like I know in my head what this character looks like, but I like to get a little blueprint. So I'll just hop on Google. I'm like, oh, let me just get Google, find me a nice little head to toe photo of the character. It literally starts with just that, getting the
Mhm.
character in a picture and looking at it and going, literally, what will I need? And I've got this neat little app. I think it's called Cosplayer or something like that. It's free, and you could put a picture of the character that you're choosing to work on. You can put each item that you think you may need, and you can even like add prices to it and everything. So it does give you an idea of what your budget and stuff will look like. It's a pretty neat app. But
And it's
anyways,
called
I kind of use
cosplaying.
that. Huh?
It's called cosplaying.
I think it's called Cosplayer. Can you still hear me?
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay. I'm like moving back my phone so I can pull it up real quick. Cost Planner.
Cosplanner. Okay. Never heard of
Yeah,
it.
it's cute. It's super neat, and it kind of just allows you to literally go in and out and say, "All right, I got the boots done," and you can list if you bought it. You can list if you made it. You can list the costs that it took and everything, and you can put the date on it when you finished it. It's a really neat app. So I use that as like a little starting point. Once I get my picture of the character, I'm like, okay, need wig, so I'll list my wig. And aside, I'll put, like, for example, the Sailor Moon. I'll put wig. I'll put the ornaments in her hair. That's an expense because typically when essentially when you're a buying type cosplayer, you want to look for your best bargain. You want to find the whole suit. You want it to come with the tiara, and if it doesn't come with the tiara, you need to figure out where you're going to get the tiara. So it's a
Hmm.
bit of a process. My Sailor
Okay.
Moon cosplay was a little bit of work. Her red ornaments and her buns, those were commissioned from Etsy. I couldn't find them with the cosplay actual suit that I got, so I had to buy those separately. Her feather clips in her hair for Super Sailor Moon, I had to commission those on Etsy. They did not come with the outfit, and I didn't want them to be missing. Little accents like that
Yeah, they're what
is
make the
kind of my
cosplay.
process.
Hmm.
But the tiara came with the suit. The boots did not. I was dead set on getting her boots. And when I first got the outfit, I was too late to find the boots, so I had to kind of improvise, and I just wore some red boots.
Hmm.
But I was dead set on getting her iconic red boots with the crescent moon symbol on them.
Hmm. Hmm.
And I found those on, I believe, Milano.
Okay.
But so you do have to do research to piece these things together, even as a buyer type cosplayer. You have to find these outlets, and they have to be credible sources.
Hmm.
You don't want to order from somewhere and when you look at the picture it doesn't match what you got.
Hmm.
So there's a little bit of research that is in it in the buying process, but once you map it all out with the app that I use, when I map it all out, it all ends up making sense in the end.
Okay. And so, oh man, I just had another question. Oh yes. So basically, how do you find your Etsy commissioners? I mean, do you just go off of reviews or are there recommendations? Because I'm sure some people are going to be like, oh, I want to see what Etsy marketers or Etsy creators Trinity Rose made used.
So, I guess I could use my Genderbend Sora cosplay, for example.
Hmm.
I actually never really intentionally started with the idea of making it a gender bend. I was just like, you know what? I got this really badass Keyblade replica that I got. I should totally cosplay him. I've got a nice weapon prop already here, ready to go.
Hmm.
So immediately I was just like, let's see. I did exactly what I normally do. I found a picture of him, a really nice picture of him, and I started thinking to myself, where am I going to find a really nice quality Sora quality wig? Like anybody that knows Kingdom Hearts, his hair is
It's
iconic.
crazy, yeah.
Yeah. his hair is iconic. It's big, it's spiky, it's kind of wild. And
Mhm.
nobody thinks about stuff like that. You got to have a nice quality wig.
Yeah, yeah.
Other than the cosplay outfit itself, the hair is sometimes the one thing that goes, "Oh, you're so and so from such and such."
Mhm.
And without the wig, I was like, "What the heck am I gonna do?" So I started looking, and it was kind of tough. And as I was looking online and just trying to get ideas and such, I came across a gender bend, Sora, and I was like, "Ooh, ding ding ding!" And I started thinking to myself, this could be fun. And so I actually essentially got inspiration to do the gender bend based off of somebody else's gender bend work. And some people may have seen it online. She's super cute, little, she's got the bra set up too, but her pants were completely different. She made her outfit, well, or she could have had it commissioned. I'm not really sure, but
Mhm.
um, she was definitely more of a feminine style Sora. And when I saw it, I was like, ooh, we're going to go that route. And immediately I was like, forget the wig. How do I make the feminine aspect? How do I get that bra? Where do I find a Kingdom Hearts bra?
Mhm.
So immediately I was like, custom made, I'm getting on Etsy. I got on Etsy and I literally searched Kingdom Hearts bra. Found a couple things, but any somewhat thick, curvy, plus size girl would know finding a bra, let alone a nerd style bra in the size 38 triple D.
Yep, I know nothing about that. But go ahead.
Yes,
Yeah.
well, any girl who's over a C cup is not gonna find an easy time finding a custom made nerd bra. Let me tell you. But that's a whole nother topic.
Okay.
Anywho, so immediately I became discouraged. I was like, regular bra shopping is a pain in the ass for me.
Mhm.
So how the hell am I going to find someone that's going to make a bra that actually fits me? And how do I get it where it looks Kingdom Heartsy?
Yeah, yeah.
So I rephrased my search, and instead of typing Kingdom Hearts bra in the search, I typed nerd bra or nerdy bras.
Mhm.
And sure enough, I got a girl that makes custom bras. She
Wow.
has Star Wars printed bras. She's got Harry Potter printed bras. Anything that you could possibly. She had Pokemon bras. I was like, found it. I was so happy.
That's so cool.
So it was because I reframed my wording in the search bar that I stumbled upon her. And they were reasonably priced. I wasn't going to be dishing out $200 on a freaking bra that I would never actually wear in the real world.
Mhm.
So I was thrilled with the pricing of her commissions, and I started going through her page, and there was no Kingdom Hearts bra. And I was like, dang it. But the cool thing about Etsy is you can contact the seller, and in most cases, they will do custom work for you. And
Yeah.
that's exactly what I did. She was wonderful. I messaged her, gave her my ideas. I even found the picture of the girl that I found that I was kind of getting the idea of, and I sent that to her. And she was like, I'm going to draw it up and I'm going to send you what I get, and you let me know if you like it. And a few
Mhm.
days later, boom, boom, she sent me kind of a little draw up of what it was. And I told her, hey, swap this color out for this, make the lace this color, and boom,
It
that's
was
my Kingdom
done.
Hearts bra that I'm wearing.
That's really cool.
So it was awesome. I was able to use Etsy and literally get a one of a kind bra. No
Mhm.
one else has that bra but me.
Mhm. Yeah, I've
And
never
it
seen
fits
anywhere
me.
else. Yeah.
It fits me.
So do you ever wear it just, as a normal bra and not for cosplay?
No. No. It's
No?
a little frilly. It's a little frilly.
Got it.
It'll poke out of my work shirt. It won't. No.
Okay, okay. Because, maybe you wanted to represent cosplay in every aspect of your life. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go for it.
Although I did leave, I am leaving the door open for a lewd Sora.
Oh, okay.
Since it is a bra, I was like, ooh, maybe I'll dabble in that in the future.
You letting it going.
Oh, and as far as the wig goes, since it was a gender bend, I actually recycled my diva wig, and that's the wig that I used for that cosplay.
Oh, so you definitely saved some money there.
Yep, long brown hair works. People know
Nice.
exactly who I am.
Huh, okay. That's really cool. And so while we're talking about, looking for things online and on Instagram, what are some cosplayers that you look up to and who give you inspiration?
Oh my gosh, there's so many. So many. Like, where do I begin? um, I absolutely the girl that I was referring to that I was saying she came up this year. Her name is Naetori, Naetori. She's better known for her May cosplays from Overwatch.
Uh-huh.
Definitely look her up. She's phenomenal.
Oh my
Um,
gosh, I just saw she did a Vanellope Von Schweetz. I love Wreck-It Ralph.
yes.
Yes.
Like she's just blowing up and I'm super proud of her. I don't know if she'll ever hear this, but keep it up, girl. You got
Yeah.
this.
Oh my gosh, and I'm looking now and for everyone, if you go check her out, she did a May and combined it with Frostmourne from the Frozen Throne Warcraft
Yes.
story. So yeah, that's pretty freaking
She's
amazing. So
just got
yeah.
really good stuff. You guys
Yeah.
gotta check her out.
Very cool.
Who else? Let's see. Definitely definitely giving a shout out to is it Shaylanin? I never really pronounced her name right. She's known for, of course, cosplaying with her natural hair.
I'm not sure I'm not sure who that is.
I think it's Shelalin or Shellanin. I've never
Sheldon.
pronounced her name right, and I'm
Oh
probably
yes.
completely butchering it.
Oh, actually, yes, and yep, I know exactly what you're talking about. SHELLANIN
You
Shellanin.
got
Yep,
it.
right.
That is Bay.
Yeah, yeah, she's
She's
amazing.
phenomenal. She
Hmm.
cosplays with her natural hair, or she cosplays with natural Afro style wigs or curly
Hmm.
wigs. And it's just super fun and funky. And I just adore her. She's super sweet and cute. I bumped into her in person, but I'm a total creep and I learned to stop and say hi. And then I beat myself up for it later and I tweet her and I'm like, I saw you, but
But yeah, I was afraid
I
to
didn't
talk
say
to
hi.
you.
Yeah, I'm that cosplayer. Like I have so many cosplayers that I love and adore, and when I see them at cons that I'm at, I'm like, ooh, lurking in the background. I may come and tap you on the shoulder and be like, hey. But moving on, I absolutely adore Chibi Magical Girl.
Hmm.
She's bae, Miss Ebby. I love her, love her, love her. We have a couple things in common too. She works at a pet store as well. So that's kind of fun and funky. We sometimes share the same stuff online, pictures of animals and stuff. But she's definitely someone that I love. And I actually did a small collab with her. We've got a Sailor Moon cosplay picture together. And she's just a really sweet person, and I adore her, and she lives here in Georgia as well. So she's usually at the same conventions as me.
Oh man. So, everyone is in Georgia and it just sucks because I live in North Carolina. It's like nobody here. I'm sure there are people here, but I just don't know where they are. It's so
Get it
frustrating.
together. Get
Ah,
it together.
I'm
We
so
out
frustrated.
here.
I don't know where they're hiding. Oh
Well,
my
just keep
gosh.
making your way over to the Georgia conventions and you know where to find us.
Oh yeah, you guys definitely have the best. I mean, I love MomoCon, DragonCon, and AWA. Those are my three favorites so far.
Yep, that's the triple threat right there,
Oh
man.
gosh, yeah, they're amazing. And this was my first year going to MomoCon, and I loved it.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
it was amazing.
MomoCon is actually kind of like a birthday gift to myself because my birthday is May 31st. So
Oh.
I absolutely refuse to miss MomoCon. My excuse is literally, well, it's my birthday, so I have to go. So there's that.
Hey, that makes sense to me. Any excuse you need to go to a convention, I'm down with it.
Definitely, 100%.
And so, what are your
Yeah,
cosplay
as
goals?
far
Like,
as
oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
as far as like the cosplayers that I love and adore, I could go on forever. I absolutely love King Kitsu. He's just super talented and he works his ass off.
Hmm.
I love that kid. He's just phenomenal. And uh, what more can I say? Just awesome. And I follow a lot of cosplayers that are in different categories. I have somebody that's awesome in the plus size cosplay community, or somebody that's coming out of the LGBTQ plus community that's representing in the cosplay community. So to me, that's just like super, super, super important. So I'm always like, over people that come from those marginalized sections in the community. And it's just super fun and funky, and everybody just needs to represent something there. Aquarius Taught Me is one of my favorite male cosplayers. Nobody
Yep.
talks about our male
I know.
cosplayers.
We get overshadowed all the time.
Yes, and last year for 28 Days of Black Cosplay, I was strategically promising myself to share at least one male cosplayer the best I could, because it's so hard to, and it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be hard to find you guys. It shouldn't be, but oof. Like I said, play around with the search engines. I literally searched black cosplayer or black male cosplayer, male cosplay. I was searching with those hashtags, and that's
Mhm.
how I was able to link up with some people. But yeah, those are just a
Okay,
couple
okay.
people that I adore.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking for more male cosplayers. Man, they seem hard to find, but I know they're
It's
out there.
tough. They're out there, man.
But, yeah, slow and steady wins the race.
Yeah, if anybody's looking to follow some male black POC cosplayers, scroll down my feed to my posts from 28 days last year. I've got quite a few tagged in there here and
Okay. I'm sure everybody hopefully will. You get those last 8 followers that you need.
there. I'm looking right now. 1992.
And so we're almost out of time here, but so for the last little bit, what are your big goals with cosplay? Like, what do you want to achieve? Do you just do it for fun? Do you want to eventually make money from it? What do you want to do?
I've never really thought about if I got popular enough to make money from it, essentially. I mean, I do have a Ko-fi account or a coffee account, and sometimes when I'm on hard times and I'm really trying to grind, I'll, post it here and there asking for donations as far as my cosplay and getting to the conventions and stuff.
Mhm.
But other than that, that's really as far as I've gotten from quote making money from it. Um, excuse me. I've The dream would be super awesome if I could be like a guest or even a co-guest at a booth at a
Mm,
cosplay or at a
mhm,
convention, and just to get myself out there more, definitely. But for the most part, honestly, it's just all fun and games for me. I was never really expecting to blow up to
mhm.
where I'd be like a cosplay judge or nothing like that. Although, it's because I don't think I do have enough merch to get myself as a actual, you know, to be invited to get my own booth and such. I
Mhm.
don't think I have the merch or the popularity necessarily for it, but it would be sick if that did happen. It'd be super fun and awesome.
I
But the
think you can
goal,
get there.
yeah, there's not really a super, super, super big goal. It's really just fun for me, and I just enjoy it.
Okay. That sounds like, perfectly acceptable to me. Sometimes you just start off with just enjoying it, and then who knows, maybe a year from so you're like, oh my gosh, I blew up.
Yeah, maybe I'll be like Nate Torrey.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. I mean, because I feel like the world nowadays and Instagram and just social media in general, it's like so crazy like that. You're like getting nothing, nothing, nothing for a year, 2, 4, 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Then all of a sudden you have one post, and it's just like, bam, there's 10,000 followers. And you're like, what?
Right.
What?
I mean,
Yeah.
that didn't exactly happen for me 2 days ago, but when I posted when I was at AWA, I was in the middle of a shoot with one of my favorite photographers. She's phenomenal. Fairy Luna Photography. I shoot with her at MomoCon and at AWA every year. And I was in the middle of a shoot, and a girl walks up, and she was just like, "Oh my gosh, you look great. I love your cosplay." And she was like, I'm so sorry I'm interrupting your shoot, but do you mind if I get a couple of pictures? And I was like, yeah, sure, it's no problem. So she was just snapping a few shots while I was in the middle of my shoot. And after the convention was over, she posted me, but I think she misspelled my tag. So she didn't tag me, but somebody else did. And they were like, oh, that's Trinity Rose. And she was like, thank you for tagging her. And I was like, oh, this is a cute little picture. And I posted it 2 days ago, and I racked in 253 likes. That's big for
Man.
me.
Yeah, that's shoot, that's for me, that's major leagues.
But it was a little scandalous. I had some thigh and a little booty pooching out, but
Hey, however you got to get there and whatever you feel comfortable with.
right. I
Yep,
253 likes, and I was like, all right.
yep. I am cool with that.
But
Well,
it's like that.
that was just about everything. Not many more questions I can think I have to ask you. Well, I take that back. I have a lot of questions I could ask you, but I have to, yeah, I have to keep it trimmed for uploading sakes.
Right.
Well, did you have any final comments or anything you wanted to add?
Um, my final comment is for everyone else. Anybody who loves cosplay and wants to, but don't think that they can, just do it. If you're worried about being judged, just do it.
Go
Like
for it.
Nike, just do
Just
it.
do
Have
it.
fun. Link up with friends that are into it. There's tons of groups on Facebook that you can join. Just freaking do it. Don't feel bad about asking for advice, posting about it. Message me if anybody wants advice on anything. I'm all here for advice. I've legit had girls come up to me and say, "You're everything. You're such a big inspiration," and I would like damn near tears. I was like, I didn't think that was that. I didn't think that I was that amazing to someone, but to be that person for someone, it's just very rewarding. So if you're afraid to cosplay, just freaking do it. Get out there, have fun. If you can't sew, buy your cosplay. And if you can't afford it, I know it's tough, but Amazon.
Amazon,
Amazon.
5% cash back on orders.
Right. Get on Amazon, get you a little something, and you don't have to spend $5,000 billion on Overwatch Mercy Week. But just get out there, have
Just go
fun,
for it.
do your best. If you didn't get the shoes for the cosplay, still wear the outfit. The shoes aren't gonna be everything.
Mhm.
You're you can do it. Doesn't matter what color you are, what size you are, whatever. Have fun. That's my biggest advice.
Okay. Well, I would like to thank you again so much for coming and hanging out with us, chatting with us for a little bit. Once again, everybody, that's at Trinity Rose Cosplay. You can find her on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, the whole works.
8 followers. Instagram.
I
Somebody.
guarantee, yeah, I guarantee you by the time everyone hears at 8, you'll already be well above that number. All right. Well, thanks everyone for listening. And until next time, stay boundless. Have a good night, day, or wherever you are. Have a good afternoon. See you later.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.